Hello everyone, my name is Christine and I am a Certified Ascension Coach affiliated with Twin Flames Universe. In today's video, we'll be talking about how you can identify your true twin flame 100% with 100% accuracy. So let's get to it. So there is one tool that is extremely powerful for your twin flame journey and it's extremely easy to make. So this tool is called the Love List. And the Love List is essentially a list that has two parts. The first part is a list of qualities that you would desire in your dream man or woman, depending on what you're into. And the second part has to do with what you value as a person in life, what you consider to be important in life, and what you want to experience in life. So the first part is pretty straightforward, right? The qualities you want your perfect partner to have. Well, it is straightforward, but also there is something really important I would like to raise here. And, well, two things. The first thing is that you want to create this list from a place of knowing your worth and knowing your value. You don't want to make this list from a place of thinking small or, saying, oh, this person doesn't exist anyway, so it doesn't matter if I compromise in my own list. It's safe to be honest with yourself about what it is that you desire in your dream partner and what you want them to bring to the table. So don't be afraid to be honest with yourself, and don't be afraid to go really deep and look into those places that you feel perhaps could be impossible, or perhaps there's a part of you that is thinking that, oh, like, this person would never really desire to be with me, they're too perfect for me. But that could not be further from the truth, actually, because anything that you desire in a partner, that desire was put there in your heart by the divine, and this person already exists. That's the good news. So don't be afraid to go really deep here and think big. You don't have to think small here and just compromise in your own love list, because when you compromise in your love list and you write things other than what is truly in your heart, then you will manifest something that is not from your heart. And what I mean here is that, you would manifest, instead of your twin flame, you will manifest a soulmate or a false twin flame. And yeah, if you clicked on this video, chances are you don't want to manifest a false twin flame or a soulmate. So, so yeah, think big and be honest with yourself what it is that you truly desire. And the second point I would like to raise here is that this list of qualities, again, go very deep with it. What is the inner quality that you desire, not necessarily the outer? For example, saying that you want a buff guy, that, big muscles and whatever, like, that is not, get to the core of it, what it is that you really desire here. Perhaps you desire someone that honors his body and, maintains it and really, really respects his body. Or, you value deeper health and you desire to feel good, and this is, this is the core value. And if there's like 5 things that come out of this, then write down all 5 things, like deeper health, like respecting your body, respecting, like, yeah, you get the point. And this is very important because you do not see your twin flame with your eyes, you see your twin flame with your heart. So, if you have a certain expectation of how your twin flame should look like, or you try to control how they look like on the outside, instead of trusting that they're perfect for you as they were created, then yeah, you're going to manifest again someone who is not your twin flame, because you're controlling and you're trying to make Timmy your twin flame when Timmy is not your twin flame. Why did I name him Timmy? Oh well. And yeah, you can't make Timmy your twin flame, so not even if you try. So it's best to be honest and get to the core of it, what it is that you truly desire at the core and what the deep value is here. And of course, if there are certain things about, like, your life, for example, you are vegan, it doesn't necessarily mean that your twin flame is vegan too. So yeah, get to the core of it. Like, if this is something that is important to you, then why is it important? For example, it might be the desire to feel good, and it feels good to eat a plant-based diet. So your twin flame will reflect this core value in their own way. Like, they will also express this desire to feel good, but not in the same way as you necessarily. Or perhaps it's compassion towards animals that is your deeper value here. And your twin flame, again, they're not your carbon copy. That would be really boring. But they're your perfect complement, so they will express the same core values as you, but in their own unique way. And it's a really beautiful thing to just, discover that. You do not have to overwhelm yourself with any part of this list. It is actually very fun and easy, like, way to get to know yourself deeper and build a relationship with yourself, which is very, very important if you want to magnetize your twin flame to you. So you can just write the top 5 list of like both parts of this list, like top 5 qualities I want my dream woman or man to have, and like top 5 core values I have. And that's perfectly enough if that's what you feel called to do. So don't feel obligated to make it this huge big list, like of 10,000 pages. There's no word limit here. And the reason why it doesn't have to be like this huge list, of course, if you feel called to write a lot, then go ahead and write it. Like, do whatever the divine calls you to do, and do whatever feels good. So, yeah, you will find that the more you go on this journey, the more you meet people and like have experiences in your life, you experience contrast, things that you don't want to experience, right? So you will find yourself refining your love list as you go. And that is perfectly fine. It is perfectly natural. And yeah, it's how you get to know yourself better when you realize that, oh, this core value perhaps, I also have this core value that I didn't know I had before, or that, perhaps after all, this is not in the top 5. It's somewhere lower than that, and I have something else I consider more important. So don't be afraid of the self-discovery here. It's actually very fun and it's very, very juicy. So if you feel like you have no idea what to write in your love list in this part, well, you can use your old relationships as, as a guide here, especially the bad ones. The ones that sucked, they are a gold mine of they're a gold mine for this, honestly. For example, let's say you dated someone who was really messy and they left their shit all over the place. Well, and this doesn't feel good to you, then you will be able to write in your love list that they want a man or woman who respects their space and, respects themselves by keeping their place very neat and very tidy. Or, whatever it is that upset you about this previous partner's behavior. Or, for example, you could have dated like someone who expected you to do all the work and like them being like a little child and you were the adult in the relationship. Again, you can write like, okay, desire my partner to be equally as independent as I am and like be powerful and just, have their shit together. So the second part of the love list is what your core values are. Again, you do not have to stress yourself with like sitting down and writing a list of 10,000 words. Do whatever feels good. But it's a good idea to write a top 5 or a top 10 of like, okay, these are the things that I consider most important in life. And these are also your deal breakers. So for example, let's say one of your core values is to have children in this lifetime. And you really desire to have this type of family. Well, your twin flame desires that too. So if you go on a date with a person that you're interested in and they say that, I don't want children, I'm getting like, I'm getting surgery to make sure that I never get children, then, this is your cue that, hey, that's not your twin flame. So you can really easily move on from this person and just be like, okay, you have a checklist in front of you. Like, okay, you have this, you don't have this. Let's say why you don't have this. And yeah, this is a really easy way to just root out whatever does not vibe with you and just go straight for the person that does vibe with you, that is your twin flame, that is your ultimate lover. It saves you so much time to be clear on your deal breakers and your values because you do not get to, waste months into a relationship and just, until to the point where it doesn't feel good at all to be around this person and it feels so terrible and it's a mess. Of course, there is learning experiences to be had everywhere, but, you can save yourself the trouble and just create a love list and just be like, no, very quickly, very easily, you can identify, is this my twin flame? No, moving on. And yeah, again, it is safe to be really honest with yourself about what it is that you value in your twin flame and in life in general, and in yourself, of course. Because if, for example, you have this image in your mind of, let's say you want your twin flame to be super spiritual and like have dreadlocks and like read tarot cards and wear crystal jewelry, example. Well, by holding on to this image, you do attract the person that is like that, but they're not necessarily your twin flame. There's someone that looks like it, but is not the real deal. So it's a good idea to release those expectations and just focus on the inner part and what is like truly at the core of you. And if there's something that you don't really value as much or that you don't desire as much, then it is safe to be honest with that too. You don't have to, you know, for example, or your friends want a wealthy woman in their lives and you don't really care about like monetary wealth. Well, you don't have to write that she has to be wealthy. You know, it's safe to be honest with yourself. What do you desire? Not what your neighbor desires or your friend desires. You're different people. It's safe to be different and unique here. And you don't really want to attract someone who only appears to be the real deal. You want to attract the real deal. So, you know, let go of those expectations. They don't serve you. And the other point I would like to raise here is that when you create a love list and like you keep it in a space where you can access it anytime. Well, maybe not anytime, but you know what I mean. Yeah, when you do that, and when you honestly work through the lessons of the people that you attract in your life, because perhaps you won't attract your twin flame like the first person after you create this love list, most possibly, and that is okay too. But again, you will not waste any time with this. You will be really clear about whether this person is your twin flame or not, and as you work in earnest through those lessons that the divine places in your way, your twin flame will appear. And it's safe to have faith in the process. It is safe to trust in that. Because, yeah, it really works. It is basic law of attraction. So this is how you attract what it is that you desire. You persevere and you don't give up. And you get really clear about it. You say, you know what, this is what I want, and I will have nothing else in its place. So, you know, choose your true twin flame. Do not choose Timmy. Well, I mean, if Timmy turns out to be your true twin flame, you're going to have Timmy anyway. But, you know, if Timmy is not your true twin flame, then you don't want that. So yeah, when you create your love list and you really work through the lessons and you commit to looking at things with your heart and not with your eyes, then you will get there. So it's safe to trust in the process. So this is all I have for you today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more twin flame content. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!